Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 27 of Less Platinum, Resident Evil 3 Remake. Alright, so we're getting right into it. We are now going into the Inferno mode playthrough, the hardest difficulty for Resident Evil 3 Remake. I am recording this with post-commentary because this is insanely difficult. And I wanted to show just like a nice, clear, complete playthrough as best as I could. And yeah, post-commentary is the best way to do this. So you'll notice I'm skipping through the opening cutscenes here. All this is very simple. The challenge will come a little bit later. But I want to take this opportunity to just say that this is actually going to be a no-shop playthrough. So I'm going to get through the entire game without the shop. I'm also going to be getting an S rank on Inferno mode. You'll notice there just quickly I waited slightly before skipping the cutscene. It enables Jill to be in a sort of a forwards facing position. There you go, on the top left there is the only autosave of the entire game. So no autosaves. Yeah, Jill, it enables her to be in a forward facing position, so it's much easier to run forward from there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so in Inferno mode, I'm also going for an S rank, because that is one of the trophies to get an S rank on Inferno mode. There are only 2 requirements for doing this. You need to beat the game in under 2 hours, and you cannot save more than 5 times. 5 is your maximum. Needless to say, this makes things extremely challenging because not only are we playing on the hardest difficulty, but you have very few saves. I would say that the majority of the difficulty in this mode comes from the beginning of the game, when I guess you have less resources to play with. It is doable, obviously, as you're going to see. It is doable, but it is extremely challenging. I cannot stress how challenging this is. Another thing I didn't notice here, just on the left here, I think I'll pan the camera towards it. This is Nemesis's pod here, just on the left. Yeah, well, I didn't really pan towards it, but there. Yeah, it's. I'm pretty sure that's where Nemesis came from, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so everything's been pretty straightforward up until now. It will be pretty straightforward for a little while. We're going to go around this and pick up our gun, run away. If you kind of angle yourself near this fire hydrant, I don't know if I got it on this one. Yeah, you notice I didn't get stunned by that sign falling. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Then just perform a perfect dodge here. That one is fairly consistent. Sometimes it hasn't worked for me, but for the most part it's fairly consistent. You're going to be seeing me do what I just did there a lot throughout the playthrough, and that is aiming and toggling the... not toggling, sorry, just pressing the sprint button. I believe if you set it to toggle, it's a lot easier to do. Basically, the developers made it so that when you're sprinting or running, you cannot aim, and so what you have to do is you have to aim like while letting go of the sprint run button, and then pressing the sprint run button immediately after that, which is a little bit tricky. You're going to be seeing me do it a few times. It's just to make things that slight bit quicker. It's not needed to get it in under 2 hours. You have to just, yeah, play well to kind of get that. Alright, so I just avoid this zombie here. You can go for a perfect dodge if you want to avoid that zombie. I just like to avoid him the way I did there by running backwards and yeah, getting away from him. You'll notice that most of the zombies in Inferno mode, or pretty much all of them, will they lunge at you from a lot further away, and that can be rather challenging to avoid. So yeah, it's tricky. They really want you, but at the same time, it does kind of make it a little bit easier to get past, because you know when it's coming. You can skip that cutscene almost immediately after you hold the R2 button, and then in that next cutscene there with Nemesis, you can just don't press anything on the controller and skip the cutscene. Alright, then we got to wait for the load, skip the cutscene, and now we're going to go with Carlos. So I guess I'll take this opportunity to say the first save is going to be essentially after we've completed this entire section. So until the point where Jill goes into the sewers, we're not going to save until we get there. There are about, I think there are kind of 3 total RNG 4, sorry. There are 4, maybe even 5, maybe even 5 RNG sections in this whole thing. Some of them vary in degrees of how inconsistent they are, but yeah, I'd say 5 altogether. Alright, so you'll see here what I do. It's called stair skating, as you can see. I didn't do too bad there. And now I'm trying to remain in front of Carlos. He's going to push me a little bit forward and slightly to the side, and then I'm going to beat him to the train. And I smacked into the thing. Damn it. Alright, so now we're going to go up here and do a little bit of stair skating. As you can see, like, she gains a tiny bit of speed. She does lose speed by like not running up the stairs when you're aiming, but she gains like more of it back as you're stair skating. Alright, we're gonna get a call from Carlos here. I'm actually gonna let the call play out, and I'm gonna climb up this escalator. And the reason for that is because while the call is happening, time is not ticking, which is really good. So then once I get here, I'm just gonna skip it, grab the green herb, grab another one, grab the hip pouch, the lightning hawk, and use the knife to get a red herb, combine the red herb with the green herb, and I like to put the knife and green herb away. For most of this playthrough, like especially the early part, a lot of it is going to be like my strategies, especially this episode, everything I came up with myself, and then I got help from a few people. There we go, nice perfect dodge there for the rest of the game, but I'll point that out later. Alright, grab a flash grenade here. You can just use it to flash all these zombies. There's so many of them. So the game wants you to do that. It's actually possible to like corral them behind where that previous zombie was. You take him out and then corral all of them. And then keep the flash grenade, which can be useful for later, but I like to just use the flash grenade and get past. So I grabbed some handgun bullets after perfect dodging that zombie. I shot that crate to get some gunpowder. Go to the cutscene, come back, go to the cutscene. Now, I don't actually want to use the barrel. That barrel is going to be very useful for later. So I want to just sort of juke around the zombies and yeah, get over here. Now, there's a bunch of zombies behind me. They're all going to get up, I think basically as soon as I climb the stairs, but it's not important. We're basically going to avoid them altogether and despawn them later. The first place we want to come is here to get the upgrade for our pistol. The code is 937, and it's just a red dot sight, but it does help with our damage. Speaking of damage, so what I'm going to do here is combine the red dot sight and the gunpowder, and then I'm going to take out a zombie here. In this game, like in Resident Evil 2 Remake, there is something known as, commonly referred to as DA, or difficulty adjustment. And basically what that is it's a rank system. You can see I'm taking out this enemy here. As she's shaking, it means she's still alive. Took her out a few more shots, and yeah. Now I'm going to line up a shot, wait until we're focused. I almost got the focus there, but it was enough to take out these 2 enemies. Yeah, DA rank refers to difficulty adjustment. So basically, the better you do in the game, the harder the game gets. Now, the only issue with this is that it actually affects Jill's damage. And Jill's damage drops to, I believe, 75% of her original damage if your DA rank gets too high. And how is DA rank affected? Well, I'll mention that in a second. I just want to... So I grabbed that gunpowder, quickly came in here, avoided that zombie on the ground lunging. Then he goes over there, and it's just enough time for you to get away. You can dodge like I did. And sometimes, depending on when you leave, you can actually just run away without getting caught. I'm going to grab a grenade here. I'm going to grab the fire hose. An enemy's going to pop out of the room. I'm going to leave him and just run away. And we're going to head back to where we can use the fire hose. Alright, good. So now I'll explain about DA rank. So, yeah, Jill's damage can go down to 75% of her maximum damage. This is a really big problem because 75% is actually huge. Like, only dealing 3/4 of the damage you could be dealing is massive. So how is DA rank affected? Well, if you get bitten, or if you miss shots, your DA rank will come down and the game will get easier. If you connect with shots, or you you don't get bitten and you don't use health items, your DA rank will go up. So it's actually possible to sort of calibrate your DA rank based on what you do. So pick this up and combine it with the other green herb if you still have it. Don't worry too much about using the health items because, like I said, having the DA rank lower really helps. Shoot that barrel, combine it with pick up the gunpowder, combine it with the gunpowder that you already have, and then combine that with some pistol bullets. We're going to need quite a few pistol bullets for the beginning of the game. This zombie will be here, but he never lunges, so, well, as far as I'm aware, he never lunges. Now we're going to use a fire hose, and we're going to go towards the drain demos, which is the first RNG kind of part. Most of this is pretty consistent. So you can kind of configure the DA rank to your liking. The only problem is you can't actually see what is it? You can't actually see what your DA rank is, so you kind of have to guess. But for the most part, if you follow what I'm doing, you should be able to, get past. There's only one section, and it's in the next episode, where the DA rank becomes, I think, kind of somewhat mandatory to have at a certain level. But I don't know how possible it is to affect that. Alright, what you want to do here is shoot the dog. I actually shot him that he didn't stop running. And then luckily he was on, he died anyway. So shoot the first dog, wait until the other one rushes at you, shoot the generator, shock them both, kill them. These guys, you do not want to like try and roll past them. It's very difficult to time your rolls to do it. Instead, they have very low health, so you just need to shoot them a couple of times with the handgun each, except for that last one. That last one seemed to take 3 bullets. That could have been due to the DA rank, to be honest. It would make sense if 2 bullets is 100% of their health, and you have to shoot 3 bullets, then having each bullet do 75% damage would cause 50% damage or something like that, or 75, I don't know, whatever it is, but yeah. Now you want to run around here. I think I got caught here. Okay, I didn't. No, I did. Yeah. Sometimes that's not the zombie I passed up. She's like hidden in a different sort of side. Sometimes she won't get you. In fact, a lot of the time she wasn't getting me, but then she got me on that one. But like I said, that's actually okay because we do want to lower our DA rank. We want to keep it as low as possible while still doing what we need to do. I know I'm doing the menus really fast and I'm not even really talking about them. I didn't realize you could do it, rush down the stairs or stair skate when this cutscene or mini cutscene was going on. Yeah, I realized that that's all happening really fast, so you're going to have to probably like pause the video. The great thing about this is like you can just use the shop to mitigate all of this playthrough and just use the infinite rocket launcher if you want. I just wanted to do it this way because I guess that's how I generally go about doing things. I thought it wouldn't be as fun doing a whole playthrough with an infinite rocket launcher. Rather, I think it's way more fun to see a very specific and skilled playthrough. This is by far like one of the most difficult things I've ever done in gaming. I'd say Super Meat Boy first, the Super Street Fighter 4 Trials second, and probably this next, and then kind of like DMC, Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, all that kind of stuff around that same degree of difficulty. It was very, very challenging. It took a lot of practice. Alright, so here comes the RNG section. There's a really fun bit coming up here. So I grab that green herb, I shoot the generator just to blow up any drain demos that might be near. Then I grab this green herb and I rush towards this. You have to pay attention to the sound. I couldn't hear anything, so I held it. Now watch this, ready? I try and get in, I grab the wall, she kind of bumps into the wall and I avoid his attack because of it. I thought that was really great. I was really happy with that one. Okay, so yeah, climb up here, grab some more handgun bullets. You can see we're really good on handgun bullets now. Essentially, the difficulty in this is like, don't be afraid to use your handgun bullets. If you've done everything up to this point as I've done it, don't be afraid to use your handgun bullets and go into full concentration mode, go into serious time. Alright, so I got hit there. I took him out. I tried to pay attention to see if I was going to get attacked. Here I tried to be brave, or I combined, two, and then I think that got me to full health. I'm not sure. If not, it was really close. I just like sort of kept going, shot 1, shot 2, went to the left here, and then I just tried to pay attention to where they were coming from. I almost got there. And yeah, shot that one a couple times, went for the hold, managed to avoid. A lot of this was I got quite lucky. I really wanted to shoot the generator there, but I was too close to it and I was like, I'm gonna get shocked. So it took me a while and then I got hit. I think I may have killed one of them with the attack. And I was like, alright, that wasn't fantastic. But like I said, getting hit is still valuable. So I decided to did I use a green herb there while I was on caution? That's weird. I guess that's what I went for. So that's good. Okay, so we made it out. Now the next part is a little bit RNG. We're going to face off against Nemesis really quickly to get past him, and it's quite difficult. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but it's pretty consistent. And then we're going to get past, and we're going to go back to that room that we came from. Now, when I did this the first time, again, we're going to get another call here. I can't remember why I paused, but yeah. We're going to get another call here from Carlos. Just keep walking down, stay on the call so that your time is not ticking, because remember, you want to be under 2 hours. We're going to get, confronted by Nemesis. I'm going to shoot him once with a lightning hawk shot, or a magnum shot. And then I'm going to shoot him with the handgun, and that's going to bring him to his knees. Then I'm going to run away. I'm going to dodge 2 zombies, which is pretty consistent if you get the first perfect dodge on them. And then I'm going to turn and wait for him to come. I'm going to shoot the generator to pause him again, and then I'm going to run past one more zombie with a perfect dodge, and then shoot the enemy with the magnum. So what I did there was I tried to judge exactly when he comes out. There you go, you can see what I did there. Try and judge exactly when he comes out so I can use the perfect dodge mechanic the dodge mechanic to avoid him. So I come all the way over here, he comes running. On Inferno mode, he is like the fastest, he's like the Usain Bolt of enemies. So yeah, you run here and then you just shoot him in the chest. In my Nightmare playthrough I went for the headshot and wasted a shot. You only need to shoot him in the torso and then it'll work. Let the call with Carlos go. And then when you get here, you can pick up the shotgun shells and take it and put it into the item box. Now, this is where I saved my first time because the next part is very inconsistent, but if you can get past this next part, then most of the rest of it is consistent. Alright, so this is the stuff you want to take. You want to take at least 1 hand grenade, and then I'm going to try and explain what I do here. Basically, Nemesis will do one of a few things, but essentially your intention is to throw a grenade at him, get him stunned, and then shoot him with a handgun once. And if so he's going to scream, I'm going to avoid that. Throw the hand grenade, shoot him. Okay, I got a little bit unlucky there, I got punched. Basically what will happen is he'll fall to his knees. Now he should only fall to his knees after 1 shot, but it took a few more shots. Maybe my DA rank was too high, or it was just how it ended up being. You want to open this door, grab the high-grade gunpowder and the first aid spray, quickly go over here. If you're quick enough, you'll be able to avoid any sort of attacks. You can probably hear him in the background getting real close. Then burst in, you come in here, get the 2 magnum rounds, put that into the magnum, and now we're going to shoot him, and hopefully, I can't even remember how this went, but essentially you're supposed to shoot him twice. Once with a focus shot in the chest, and then if you can shoot the focus shot in the chest, usually the second one will drop that supply crate. If it doesn't, then you're gonna have to try and be a bit more creative and just keep shooting, or try again. It's really, it takes a while, but you can see we're almost 20 minutes in. Okay, so now we're gonna go around here, gonna grab this high grade gunpowder. You can see all the zombies have gone. Quickly move to the left here because this zombie can sometimes, he was hiding behind that shielded area there. But he can be right at the door, which is really unfortunate if it happens. But yeah, I was just being really cautious. I was like, where are you? And then what you want to do is you don't have to go for all headshots because this is a pretty enclosed space, so don't do what I do, keep getting away from him. And then I used all my bullets, and then he was dead. You notice that he was dead. I used all my bullets because when you get the extender, which is what Nemesis just dropped, if you combine it, you get an extra, you get a full clip refill. And I think I shot him a couple more times just to be safe, because I was like, I don't think I killed him, but yeah. So I shot him a few more times, grabbed the gunpowder, grabbed the bullets, opened this locker, and there's a hand grenade inside. I was able to pick it up actually. There's a green herb here, we're going to pick that up in a second. Get rid of all these things, including the first aid spray. You can keep it if you want, but I think if you keep it, you might not be able to pick up... Yeah, okay, I chose to keep it this time. You might not be able to pick up everything. I think I was able to because I had to end up using that first aid spray. Alright, so now we're going to go out here, and we're going to go into this little alleyway. Open it with the bolt cutters. That's the second last use of the bolt cutters. Last part's coming up soon. We're going to go down this alleyway, pick up some handgun ammo, a grenade, shotgun shells, and a fancy box. Now this one, I don't know why I do this, but I shoot this guy several times. Oh, I didn't shoot him this time. Just let him walk towards you and then blow up the barrel. And now you're going to get your magnum ready, wait for the focus shot, shoot them, and then they should die fairly quickly. So that one died in one shot, and the other one I think in two, yeah. Now this is another RNG section. So I try and get past this guy with a perfect dodge, then Nemesis comes and grabs me, that ruins everything. I try and get up to hit him with the barrel, but the other guy gets too close to me very quickly. I avoid his attack. He's about to attack me. Luckily I paused at that moment, so I was able to dodge. Now this guy will generally be at the end of the corridor, but he'll be like where I left him, on the right side, so he won't even be in this hallway. One time he was all the way at the bottom and it just completely caught me by surprise. This time he was at the end of the hallway where I got a little bit luckier. And then what you want to do is you just want to knock him to his knees, because he will despawn once you've completed the puzzle in here. So yeah, that part's really tough. At this stage I'm very close to home free. There's only kind of like a few more risky parts, but you'll see how it goes in a moment.
Hey, I'm Super Cop.
Yep, so just put the code in, and now we're going to go, and now we're going to run back. And basically all we have to do now, we have everything we need, we just have to get back to the place that we started at in the subway. But we do have to, do we have to? I just realized we probably don't even have to. Well, we're going to go here first and get these supplies. Make sure you come and get this. This stuff is vital. So you'll see I'm getting a first aid spray in here to replace the one I used. High grade gunpowder to get some mag ammo. Then put that mag ammo in, get the hand grenade, and then finally get the shotgun. So yeah, if I hadn't used the first aid spray, I wouldn't have been able to pick up this first aid spray, so that's why I generally don't take it with me, but I did this time. I guess I would have, because I could have got rid of the bolt cutters, but I don't know, something happened there. Alright, this enemy will pop up. Just keep shooting at him. At this stage, the amount of... I'm just trying to think, maybe we don't even need I'm gonna get the moderator here in a second, but I'm just thinking... Oh, actually, you know what? It's a good idea to get it. It just makes life a lot easier later, because we will need to use the handgun a little bit later, so it does make life a lot easier. This guy, I did a risky thing. I probably should have taken him out to be on the safe side, but I managed to get past. Alright, now we're going to run back through here, and we're going to do a few very specific things. We're going to go over here. We can't actually exit yet because the game hasn't loaded. Going to throw a grenade at this guy, at Nemesis, and that enemy. The Nemesis is going to fall to his knee, and the enemy's going to die, which is fantastic. Now we're going to run up here, and Nemesis will get up in a moment. You'll see as I turn the camera. Yeah, he's running up here now, and then we want him to be near this barrel so that we can hit him with it. Now I think actually I get lucky here, and it actually does enough damage to finish him off, but I can't remember. Yeah, so I got very lucky. He was right next to the barrel and it did enough damage. And then I got rid of the thing. Okay, so I made the right decision. So now grab the supply crate, and now we have to run. Like, we have to run. And then this is the only bit that has like a last little bit of risk to it. But I don't know, I got really consistent at dodging this attack. So you can either perfect dodge this enemy here, or you can shoot him, which I chose perfect dodge. And then here, I think I got hit, but... Yeah, okay, I missed the perfect dodge, but I was very lucky. And then once you're here, you're safe. Oh man, that's a lot harder. Well, I was going to say that's a lot harder than it seems, but it's probably as hard as it seems. Very, very, very challenging. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of part 1. I'm just doing a few last minute things here to get ready for the next section. We want to get all the fancy boxes so that we can get everything. We also want to get the shotgun shells. Every so often you'll see me pause. I think that time it was just check the time. But yeah, occasionally I'll pause and like take some time to think about exactly what I'm doing, because it's not a speed run, but I'm trying to do it as fast as possible. So yeah, we're gonna get all the gems, put them in the this little Kite Brothers Railway puzzle thing, and get the same items: the hand grenade, the tactical stock for the shotgun, and the hip pouch. So very important to get those. Another thing to say before I finish up with this first episode: make sure that you do everything as closely as possible to me. Try not to use anything that I don't use, especially grenades, because grenades are going to be used when we get to Nemesis 1, sorry. So yeah, they're very specific to what we're doing. Okay, so that's pretty much it for part 1. So I guess come back next time for part 2, which is the next episode. So for now, while I put things away here, I want to thank you all for watching episode 27 of Let's Platinum Resident Evil 3 Remake. We're doing Inferno mode, and I can't wait to keep posting these for you to see. So I want to thank you all for watching it. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.